Kaho'olawe's restoration has suffered setbacks in recent years with a COVID budget crunch and a devastating fire. Getting back on track depends on restoring its financial footing. Gina Mangieri is always investigating.
Over the decades, Kaho'olawe and its caretakers have navigated a very difficult landscape. We looked into what's needed to help get them to their next steps in the future.
Kaho'olawe has been many things over the centuries: native Hawaiian community and seat of navigation. Later blighted by wars of conquest, it housed criminal exiles, then sheep, goat, and cattle ranching, and a fateful turn in 1941, $1 a year ranch sublease to the U.S. military for bombing rights.
And it wasn't until Native Hawaiians came back and the people of Hawaii decided that they wanted to stop that.
Kaho'olawe was kind of like a pico, like a turning point for Hawaiian Renaissance.
That was 1976, with 9 people landing there in protest. Protect Kaho'olawe Ohana suing the Navy in federal court. By the mid-90s, the island is transferred back to the state to be held in trust for a sovereign Hawaiian entity. But a massive cleanup had to be done, $400 million and 10 years of Navy work.
There's still about 25% of the island that uncleared and still very dangerous, and none of the waters have been cleared around Kaho'olawe.
The state got $44 million from the feds. The last installment on that was back in 2004.
Funding for cleanup, which I don't think was enough. Those are costs to basically clean up what the Navy brought in.
As the trust funds ran out, state tax dollars started to cover in 2016 about $500,000 a year. Volunteers do the dirt work. Between KIRC and Protect Kaho'olawe Ohana, about 700 people volunteered last year.
We used to bring up to 1,200 to 2,000 people to the island every year, but because of funding and because of COVID, we had to shut down a lot of our operations.
A huge setback came at the worst possible time, a massive fire in February 2020.
It took out our huge storage facility that we had and our vehicles and everything that we used to go into the field and do the restoration work. It got completely burned and destroyed.
That was $1 million loss. Then the state shut down for COVID and money everywhere shriveled up.
We lost positions and we lost funding. So right now our effort is to at least get back to where we were in 2019.
What's the peril of not doing that?
If we stop doing the restoration work and all the efforts that we are doing today, we're kind of turning our blind eye to those who came before us. We're kind of the motivation for trying to restore Hawaii, try to lead the movement in restoring all these endangered places, these damaged places.
Meanwhile, a $40 million capital project on Maui aims to bring knowledge and some revenue. It's a community education center in Kihei. Line of sight to Kaho'olawe.
Part of our center is not only will we have exhibits where they can see, but we'll have physical planting areas where we can show them actually how we're doing the restoration on the island. And then hopefully one of these days they'll be interested and they'll have the time and they'll come volunteer with us and they'll help us with the work.
A display now at the Maui Ocean Center gives a sense of the impact a dedicated facility could make.
We see a lot of people, Kamaina here especially, who are quite emotional. Many times I see people crying here in the exhibit because a lot of people did not realize what actually has happened on Kaho'olawe.
If they can raise the funds to build there, more people can be engaged while leaving Kaho'olawe itself untouched except for the restoration and relieve pressure to produce economically, to keep it volunteer-focused and not ever for paying visitors.
Kaho'olawe, it is to be a living cultural park. It is a place that you can go away from the city, from the lights, from the machinery, the technology, and re-immerse yourself into what traditional Hawaiian cultural practices look like.
Gina Mangieri, KHON2 News, always investigating.